Oh my gosh. I'm trying to wrap up this episode, but you just triggered another thing. One of my obsessions in this podcast is like finding patterns between other guests or other books. That's like how Stephen King prolifically writes like bestsellers is he says, "Oh, the story's like a fossil, and as I'm writing every day, I'm uncovering the story."
Love that.
Like he's not making up this he claims that he's not making up the story. He says, "No, no, no, it's like the story's already there." And then he just constrains the design of his writing to dialogue and description.
I love that.
A- and and so he's just describing and recounting the dialogue that he sees in his head as he's writing, and he uncovers the story. And when you look, when you look at Stephen King stories, there's some like wild stuff that happens
Totally.
in the story, and I'm like, did he make this up? And he's just like, no, it's just that's just what was when when I was writing that scene. It's like that's what the character wanted to do, like from a realistic standpoint or something like that. Even though a lot of it's fabricated, that's the same thing with like design, right? Because you're the the shocking part of the story is there, and you're just describing it, and I'm like, oh, how do I translate that into my career as a designer? It's like, no, the best possible solution's already there, because if it wasn't there, then there's no market for it in the first place.
That's right. I often think of that working with clients, like they already have the answers, but oftentimes I'm interviewing them, I'm doing stakeholder interviews, and like it'll be some throwaway comment. Wait, that's it right there. You didn't even know it. And I love that part of my job of working with different people and showing them like, oh, this little thing you were gonna throw away, that's actually like pure gold. That's like your whole reason to be. And we could build a whole house on that little foundation right there. But I think that takes a level of maturity that I certainly didn't have in my 20s. And so it's you can be aware of it, but you'll have to learn it for yourself. And I'm closing in on 50 now. And so it's something that I feel more and more. And I think that gives me the confidence